Captain Luke Granger. NORAD. Cheyenne Mountain Complex, Colorado Springs. October 26, 2025. Time is, the digital clocks are out. Emergency power only. Estimating 1400 hours local. Maybe. Hard to tell down here. I'm recording this on backup tape system. Voice activated. One of the old Cold War relics they kept in storage. Figured nobody would ever need it. Guess they were wrong. This is my official log. What happened here? What's still happening? Someone needs to document this. Protocol says document everything. So that's what I'm doing. The EMP hit at 13:07. I remember because I was checking the duty roster. 13:07 exactly. Then everything went dark. Not completely dark. The emergency reds kicked in maybe 3 seconds later. But those 3 seconds, complete darkness. 200 feet of solid granite above us, and I felt exposed. Primary systems failed immediately. Communications, radar processing, satellite uplinks, everything tied to the main grid just gone. The backup generators caught the critical systems. Life support, blast doors, some of the older analog equipment, but the digital architecture, 20 years of upgrades and modernization, all of it fried in one pulse. Commander Hastings. That's my CO, Commander Patricia Hastings. She was in the command center when it hit. I heard her on the hardline intercom. The old copper wire system. Voice shaking but controlled. Quote, "All stations, this is Command Actual. We have experienced catastrophic system failure. EMP suspected. Initiating DEFCON 1 protocols. All personnel to battle stations," end quote. DEFCON 1. Maximum readiness. Nuclear war is imminent or in progress. I'm a missile warning officer. Have been for 6 years. Trained for this exact scenario. EMP attack. Loss of primary systems. Manual verification protocols. Ran the drills maybe 50 times. Never thought I'd actually do it for real. My daughter Rebecca. She's 14. 8th grade at Palmer Ridge Middle School. That's in Monument. 23 miles north of here. I dropped her off this morning. 7:15. She had a math test today. Worried about it. I told her she'd do fine. She's good at math. Gets it from her mother. Her mother. Ex-wife. Jennifer. She's in Denver. Works downtown. 16th Street. Financial District. We've been divorced 3 years. Joint custody. Rebecca stays with me every other week. This is my week. I'm supposed to pick her up at 15:30. 3:30. School lets out at 3. She has debate club until 3:30. I'm always exactly on time. She teases me about it. Military precision, even for carpool, she says. It's probably past 3:30 now. Maybe. I don't know. The clocks are out. When the EMP hit, first thing I did was check the threat board. It's one of the older systems. Partially analog. Some of it survived. What I was seeing when everything came back up on emergency power. Radar signatures. Multiple inbound tracks. High ballistic trajectories. SLBM pattern. Submarine-launched ballistic missiles. Coming from bearing 095. Northeast. Arctic approach. Standard Russian attack profile. Except the signatures are. They're not clean. They're fuzzy. Degraded. Could be real warheads. Could be EMP-induced phantom echoes. Ionospheric distortion. The radar systems are damaged. They're giving readings, but I can't verify accuracy. Can't confirm if what I'm seeing is real or electronic ghosts. That's my job right now. Manual verification. Cross-reference with surviving systems. Determine if those tracks are actual nuclear weapons or sensor errors. If they're real, we have maybe 18 minutes from detection. I'm losing track of time, maybe 10 minutes ago. 15? The emergency lighting makes everything feel disconnected. Red shadows. No windows down here. Never know what time it is anyway, but now it's worse. Commander Hastings ordered manual verification. Sent me to the backup radar room. That's where the old analog scopes are. 1970s technology. Vacuum tubes and cathode ray displays. They keep them maintained. Just in case. Just in case of this exactly. I'm in there now. The backup room. It's cold. Climate control is spotty. Emergency power prioritizes life support. Heating is secondary. I can see my breath. The red emergency lights make everything look like old submarine movies. Das Boot. Hunt for Red October. Except this is real. The analog scopes show the same tracks. Multiple inbound. High ballistic. SLBM profiles. Impact projections calculating. The old mechanical computers. Clacking away. Gears and relays. Taking longer than digital would, but they're working. They're actually working. Impact zones projected. Washington, D.C., New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, all major population centers. Standard countervalue targeting. Kill the cities. Kill the economy. Kill the population. Denver is on that list. 16th Street, downtown, where Jennifer works. Monument isn't. It's too small. No strategic value. Rebecca should be. She should be safe from direct strikes. But fallout. Monument is downwind from Colorado Springs. From here, from Cheyenne Mountain, we're a target. Primary target. First strike target. If those inbound tracks are real. If they're targeting NORAD, the fallout from that will spread northeast. Wind patterns. Prevailing westerlies. Monument is directly in the path. 14 miles. Rebecca is 14 miles from ground zero. From here. From me. The math. I know the math. 500 kiloton ground burst. Fireball diameter 1 mile. Total destruction 3 miles. Heavy damage 7 miles. Moderate damage 12 miles. At 14 miles. Severe blast effects. Structural damage to buildings. Window shattering. 3rd-degree burns if outside. If you can see the flash. The school. Palmer Ridge. It's a modern building. Built in 2010. Good construction. Brick and concrete. But it's not hardened. Not a shelter. The basement. I don't even know if there is a basement. I'm trying to remember. Dropped Rebecca off there 100 times. Never paid attention to the building structure. Why would I? It's a school. Safe place. Normal place. Now I'm trying to calculate protection factors, and I don't even know if the building has a basement. The intercom crackles. Lieutenant Foster's voice. Quote, Captain Granger, command wants verification status. How long until you can confirm track authenticity? End quote. I'm telling him I need more time. The analog systems are slow. Have to cross-reference multiple sources. Radar returns. Satellite data, if any survived. Seismic sensors. Acoustic arrays. Build a complete picture manually. Takes time. He's saying time is something we don't have. Commander Hastings needs verification now. The President. Stratcom. They need to know if this is real. If we're actually under attack. If those tracks are real. If I confirm them as real. Then we launch. That's the protocol. Confirm attack. Retaliate. Mutualisation destruction. MAD. Launch our birds. SLBMS from our submarines. ICBMS from the silos in Wyoming and Montana and North Dakota. Strategic bombes. Everything we have. End the world. If I'm wrong. If those tracks are phantoms. Sensor errors from the EMP damage. And I confirm them as real. Then I just started World War III over a malfunction. If I'm right. If those tracks are real. And I don't confirm in time. Then we don't launch. Don't retaliate. They hit us. We don't hit back. Doesn't save anyone. Just means we die and don't take them with us. Probably still triggers their full strike anyway. Their doctrine. Use it or lose it. I'm 27 years old. I'm a captain in the United States Air Force. I'm a father. And right now I'm the person who has to decide if those radar returns are real or not. If the world ends or not. This isn't supposed to be one person. This is supposed to be verified through multiple channels. National Command Authority. Chain of command. Redundant confirmation. But the EMP took out the redundancy. Took out the communications. Took out the chain. It's just me. In a cold room. Looking at green blips on a 70-year-old radar scope. Trying to decide. Rebecca. I'm thinking about Rebecca. Can't help it. Shouldn't be. Should be focused on the job. Professional. Objective. But I'm thinking about her. At school. Waiting for me to pick her up. 3:30. Debate club. I'm always on time. I'm not going to make it today. Even if this is all sensor errors. Even if we don't die. I'm not leaving this mountain for days. Lockdown protocols. Can't leave until we confirm the situation. Until we restore communications. Until we know. She's going to be scared. She's 14. Old enough to understand what EMP means. What DEFCON 1 means. Smart kid. Watches the news. Asks me questions about my job. About what we do here. I always told her we keep people safe. We watch for threats. We make sure the bad guys can't surprise us. I didn't tell her what happens when the watching fails. When the systems break. When we're blind and have to guess. Lieutenant Foster comes into the backup room. He's sweating. Red emergency light makes him look like he's covered in blood. He's not. Just sweat. And fear. He's asking for status. I'm telling him. Showing him the scopes. Multiple tracks confirmed on analog systems. SLBM profiles. Inbound. But signatures are degraded. Could be real. Could be phantoms. Need more time to verify. He's looking at the tracks. Looking at me. Quote, how much more time, end quote. I don't know. 15 minutes. 20. To do this properly. To cross-reference everything. To be sure. He's shaking his head. Quote, Commander says we have maybe 10 minutes before impact if those are real. You need to confirm now, end quote. 10 minutes. I'm checking the calculations. The mechanical computer is still processing. But yeah, if those tracks are real, if they maintain current trajectory and velocity, impact in approximately 8 to 12 minutes depending on exact target locations. I'm running through the checklist. Manual verification procedures. Step 1. Confirm radar returns on multiple systems. Done. Primary digital radar and backup analog both show tracks. Check. Step 2. Verify with satellite infrared detection. Satellites detect missile launches. Infrared signatures. Plume tracking. But satellite uplink is down. EMP fried the communications. Can't access satellite data. Can't verify. Skip this step. No choice. Step 3. Cross-reference with Allied detection systems. NATO. NORAD integrated with Canadian forces. British early warning. Should have confirmation from Allied sensors. But communications are down. Can't reach anyone outside this mountain. Can't verify. Skip this step 2. Step 4. Seismic analysis. Nuclear detonations create seismic signatures. Underground sensors can detect launches. Old technology. Robust. Less vulnerable to EMP. I'm checking the seismic logs. The printouts. Actual paper printouts from drum recorders. There. Seismic events. Multiple. Timestamp 1303. 4 minutes before our radar detection. Location. Barents Sea. Arctic Ocean. Consistent with submarine launches. Multiple launches. Pattern matches SLBM salvo. That's confirmation. That's real physical evidence. Not just radar returns. Actual seismic detection of launches. Lieutenant Foster sees it too. The printouts. Quote, that's confirmation, right? That's real launches, end quote. I'm looking at the data. Trying to be sure. Seismic events confirmed. But they're faint. Right at the threshold of detection. Could be real launches. Could be underwater seismic activity. Tectonic. Coincidence. Barents Sea is geologically active. Underwater ridges. Could be natural events that just happen to look like launches. How do I know? How do I know for sure? Foster's getting agitated. Quote, Captain, we need your recommendation. Commander Hastings is waiting. Stratcom is waiting. We need to know if this is real, end quote. I'm staring at the scopes. The green blips. Inbound tracks. Moving. Constantly updating. Closing distance. The mechanical computer's calculating impact points. Time to impact. 8 minutes now. Maybe 7. Rebecca is at school. Palmer Ridge. 14 miles from here. If this is real, if those are actual warheads, if they're targeting Cheyenne Mountain, she's in the blast radius. Not direct. Not instantly killed. But severe damage zone. Thermal burns. Structural collapse. Radiation. Jennifer is in Denver. Downtown. 16th Street. If Denver is targeted, if that track heading for Colorado is real, she's at ground zero. 300 kilotons minimum for a city buster. She's gone instantly if that's real. If I confirm these tracks, if I tell Commander Hastings this is real, we launch. Full retaliation. Every city in Russia. Every military base. Every target in our war plan. Millions dead. Tens of millions. Maybe hundreds of millions. Our weapons plus theirs. If I don't confirm, if I say these might be phantoms, we don't launch. If I'm right, if there's sensor errors, then I just saved the world. Prevented accidental nuclear war triggered by damaged equipment. If I'm wrong, if they're real and I don't confirm, then we get hit. And don't shoot back. And everyone dies anyway. And I did nothing. Rebecca dies. Jennifer dies. Everyone dies, and I was too cautious to act. How do I decide? What makes me qualified to make this decision? I'm a missile warning officer. I have training. I have experience. But this is beyond training. This is God-level decision-making. Life and death for millions, maybe billions. And I'm just a captain, just a father, just a person. The intercom. Commander Hastings herself. Voice tight, controlled but barely. Quote, Captain Granger, I need your verification recommendation immediately. We are running out of time. Confirm or deny track authenticity now. End quote. I'm looking at Foster. He's looking at me. Waiting. I'm looking at the scopes. The tracks. Still inbound. Still closing. I'm looking at the seismic data. The faint signatures. I'm thinking about Rebecca. Waiting at school. 3:30. Debate club. I'm always on time. She's going to worry. She's going to know something's wrong. The EMP. The power outages. The emergency broadcasts if they're working. She's going to know. I'm thinking about Jennifer. At work. Downtown Denver. Does she know? Has she figured it out? Is she scared? Is she trying to reach Rebecca? They don't get along great. The divorce was messy. But she loves Rebecca. She'd try to reach her. Protect her. I'm thinking about the thousands of people in this mountain. Military personnel. Contractors. Support staff. Everyone here. Depending on me to make the right call. I'm thinking about millions of people outside. In cities. In towns. In homes. Going about their lives. Having no idea that right now. Right this second. Someone in a mountain in Colorado is deciding if they live or die. I'm keying the intercom. Voice steady. Professional. Years of training taking over. Quote, Commander Hastings, Captain Granger, I have confirmation from seismic sensors of launch events consistent with SLBM salvo from Barents Sea region at 13:03 Zulu time. Radar tracks confirmed on both primary and backup systems. Signatures are degraded but consistent with inbound warheads. Impact projection 6 to 8 minutes. Multiple targets including CONUS population centers. Recommend confirmation of attack in progress, end quote. Silence. 3 seconds. 5 seconds. Feels like forever. Then Commander Hastings. Quote, confirmed Captain, I am declaring attack confirmed. Initiating retaliation protocols. God help us all, end quote. Foster is looking at me. Face pale under the red emergency lights. Quote, you're sure, end quote. Am I sure? No, I'm not sure. I'm 70% sure. Maybe 80. The seismic data. The radar tracks. The patterns. It all points to real attack. But that 20%, that 30% uncertainty, that's the margin where I might have just ended civilization over sensor errors. But I can't say that. I can't show doubt. I made the call. Have to commit. Quote, I'm sure, Lieutenant. The data supports attack confirmation, end quote. He nods. Leaves the backup room. I'm alone again. Red lights. Green scopes. Mechanical computers clacking. 6 minutes to impact. If I'm right, I'm monitoring the scopes. Watching the tracks close. They're not deviating. Not changing course. Behaving exactly like real warheads would. Ballistic trajectories. Predictable. Inevitable. The mountain shakes. Subtle. Deep rumble. I feel it through the floor. Through the walls. That's not the inbound tracks. That's too soon. That's us launching. The ICBM silos. Wyoming. Montana. North Dakota. The launch order went out. They're firing. Minuteman III missiles. Each one carrying 3 warheads. Multiple silos launching. Salvo. Full strike package. We just launched nuclear weapons. Because I confirmed the attack. Because I made the call. I'm sitting on the floor. Legs weak. Didn't realize until now. I'm shaking. Cold. Fear. Adrenaline crashing. Professional mask cracking. Rebecca. Oh God, Rebecca. If those inbound tracks are real. If they hit. She's 14 miles away. The school. Palmer Ridge. Brick building. Modern construction. But not hardened. Not a shelter. The thermal pulse. At 14 miles. Not as bad as close-in. But bad enough. 3rd-degree burns on exposed skin. Windows shattering. Flying glass. If she's outside. If she's in a classroom with windows. If she sees the flash. Don't look at the flash. That's what they teach. Don't look at the flash. But she's 14. Everyone looks. Instinct. Bright light. You look. Retinal burns. At 14 miles. Permanent blindness if you look directly at the fireball. Please don't look, Rebecca. Please be in an interior room. Please be in the basement if there is one. Please be somewhere safe. The blast wave. 4,700 feet per second. 14 miles. About 16 seconds after the flash. She'll have 16 seconds. If she sees the flash. If she realizes. 16 seconds to take cover. Get away from windows. Get low. Get behind something solid. She's smart. She knows what to do. I've talked to her about it. Emergency procedures. Nuclear attack protocols. She thought it was paranoid. Cold War nostalgia. Dad being dramatic. I told her anyway. Because this is why. Fallout. That's the real killer at 14 miles. Not the blast. Not the heat. The radiation. Ground burst on Cheyenne Mountain. Fireball touches ground. Vaporizes rock. Granite. Soil. Millions of tons of material sucked up into the mushroom cloud. Irradiated. Made radioactive. Falls back down. Fallout. Wind patterns. Prevailing westerlies. Blowing northeast. Toward Monument. Toward Palmer Ridge. Toward Rebecca. She has maybe 30 minutes after detonation. Maybe an hour. Before the fallout starts. Black rain. Radioactive dust. Settling. Covering everything. Getting into lungs. Sekin. Water. Food. She needs shelter. Real shelter. Not the school. The school isn't adequate. She needs basement. Thick walls. Heavy shielding. Multiple floors above. Protection factor at least 40. 50 would be better. Does she know where to go? Did I ever tell her? I don't think I did. I told her about emergency procedures. About getting away from windows. About not looking at the flash. But I don't think I told her about fallout shelters. About protection factors. About where to go. I failed her. Spent 6 years training to prevent nuclear war. To detect attacks. To keep people safe. And I didn't tell my own daughter where to find shelter. 4 minutes to impact. The scopes show the track still inbound. Still on course. They're separating now. Individual warheads. MER versus. Multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles. 1 missile. 3 warheads. Each one hits different target. The track heading for Colorado. It's separating. 3 warheads. 1 for Cheyenne Mountain. 1 for Peterson Air Force Base. 1 for. I'm checking the projection. 1 for Denver. Denver. 16th Street. Downtown. Jennifer. 300 kilotons. City center hit. Everything within 4 miles is gone. Just. Gone. Vaporized. At ground zero, you don't feel anything. Don't know anything. 1 second you exist. Next second you're atoms. No pain. No fear. Just nothing. Is that better? Is instant death better than what Rebecca's facing? Surviving the initial blast. Then radiation. Then fallout. Then slow death over days or weeks. I don't know. I don't know which is worse. The intercom. Lieutenant Foster. Quote, Captain, Commander Hastings wants you in the command center. We've lost contact with multiple bases. Need your assessment of communication restoration timeline. End quote. I'm standing. Legs still weak. Moving to the door. Last look at the scopes. The tracks. 3 minutes now. Maybe less. The corridors. Red emergency lighting. People moving. Purpose. Training. Battle stations. Everyone knows what's happening. Everyone can feel it. The weight. The knowledge that in 3 minutes, everything changes. The command center. Larger space. More red lights. More people. Commander Hastings at the main console. Old analog boards. Status displays. Manual updates. Someone with a grease pencil marking tracks on plastic overlay. Like 1962. Cuban Missile Crisis. Same equipment. Same procedures. History repeating. Commander Hastings says me. Waves me over. Quote, Captain, we have lost contact with Stratcom, Pacific Command, Atlantic Fleet. Everyone, we are completely isolated. Our launch orders went out on automated systems, but we have no confirmation of execution, no feedback, nothing. We are blind, end quote. I'm telling her. The EMP. It's not just us. It's everywhere. Cascading infrastructure failure. The pulse would have hit the entire electrical grid. Communications networks. Everything connected. All fried. We're not getting contact back for days. Maybe weeks. She's looking at me. Eyes hard. Quote, That means we don't know if our forces actually launched. We sent the orders, but we can't confirm execution. We might have just confirmed an attack and ordered retaliation, and our weapons might not have even fired." End quote. I hadn't thought of that. The EMP. It hit us. It probably hit the missile fields too. Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota. Those bases, those silos, they have hardening, EMP shielding. But if the pulse was strong enough, if it overwhelmed the protection, our missiles might not have launched. We ordered retaliation, but it might not have happened. Which means if those inbound tracks are real, we get hit and don't hit back. Everyone dies, and we did nothing. Or it means if those tracks are phantoms. If I was wrong, then we didn't accidentally start World War III, because our weapons didn't fire. Is that better? I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. 2 minutes. Someone announces it. Quote, "Impact in 120 seconds," end quote. Everyone stops. Just for a moment. Frozen. Staring at nothing. At everything. Knowing that in 2 minutes, we find out if this is real, if we're about to die, if civilization is about to end, then movement again. Back to stations. Back to work. Because what else do you do when the world is ending in 2 minutes? You do your job. I'm at the communications station, trying to restore contact. Any contact. Outside the mountain. Checking every system. Every backup. Every redundant pathway. All dead. All fried. The EMP was thorough. 90 seconds. Someone announces it. 90 seconds. Rebecca. I'm thinking about Rebecca. Can't help it. Can't stop. 14 miles away. Palmer Ridge. Is she inside? Is she sheltered? Does she know what's coming? Is she scared? I should have called her. Before the EMP. Should have called the school. Told them to shelter. Warned them. But I didn't know. The EMP hit without warning. No alert. No preparación. Just darkness. Could I have done something different? Could I have evacuated her? When I first saw the tracks, abandoned my post, driven to Monument, gotten her, brought her here, to the mountain, to safety. 60 seconds. No, I couldn't have. My duty, my oath. I'm a military officer. I stay at my post. I do my job. That's the oath I took, to protect and defend. Not my daughter, the Constitution, the nation. That's what I swore. But she's my daughter. She's 14 years old. She's smart and funny, and she wants to be an engineer, and she's worried about her math test, and I'm supposed to pick her up at 3:30, and I'm not going to be there. 30 seconds. I'm never going to be there again. The command center is silent now. Everyone at their stations, staring at displays, at walls, at nothing, waiting. 20 seconds. I'm thinking about Jennifer. Downtown Denver. Did she have any warning? Did she know? Did she try to reach Rebecca? I hope she did. I hope she tried. I hope Rebecca knows her mom tried. 10 seconds. I'm thinking about my oath. My duty. I made the right call. The data supported attack confirmation. I followed procedures. I did my job. 5 seconds. But what if I was wrong? 3, 2, 1. Nothing. No impact. No detonation. No blast. No earthquake. The mountain is silent. Still. Unchanged. 5 seconds past projected impact. 10 seconds. 20 seconds. Nothing happens. Commander Hastings is staring at the status board. At the tracks. The projected impact points. Quota. Status. End quota. The watch officer. Lieutenant Yamada. She's checking displays. Checking systems. Quote, no seismic events. No detonations detected. Tracks have. The tracks have disappeared. They're gone. End quote. Gone. The radar returns. The inbound tracks. They're not there anymore. The scopes show. Nothing. Empty. Clean. Phantoms. They were phantoms. Sensor errors. EMP-induced false returns. Ionospheric distortion creating ghost images. Not real warheads. Never were real. I was wrong. I confirmed an attack that wasn't real. I recommended retaliation for phantom missiles. And we launched. We sent the orders. Full strike package. ICB-MIS SLB-MIS strategic bombers. Everything. If those orders executed, if the missiles actually launched despite the EMP, then I just started World War III. Over sensor errors. Over electronic ghosts. Rebecca is alive. She's alive. She's safe. The school. Monument. 14 miles from here. Nothing happened. No detonation. No blast. No fallout. She's alive. Jennifer is alive. Denver is fine. No 300 kiloton strike. No vaporized city center. She's alive. Everyone is alive. Because the attack wasn't real. But I confirmed it anyway. And ordered retaliation. Did our weapons launch? Did the ICB misfire? I felt the rumble. The vibration. That was launches. Or was it? Was it my imagination? Expectation. Wanting to feel something. Needing to feel something. To know the order was executed. Or did I feel the silos trying to launch? Trying and failing. EMP damage. Computers fried. Launch systems offline. Orders received but not executed. We don't know. Can't know. Communications are down. We're isolated. Blind. If our weapons launched. If Russia detected them. If their early warning systems survived their EMP. Then they're retaliating right now. Real retaliation. Real missiles. Coming for us. For everyone. Because I made the wrong call. If our weapons didn't launch. If the EMP stopped them. Then maybe we're okay. Maybe Russia doesn't know we tried to launch. Maybe they're dealing with their own EMP. Their own damaged systems. Maybe this ends here. Or maybe the EMP was their first strike. Blind us. Then hit us. And we're just waiting. Waiting for the real attack. The one that comes after they've blinded us. Taken away our ability to see it coming. I don't know. Can't know. Won't know for days. Weeks maybe. Commander Hastings is looking at me. Face unreadable. Quote, Captain Granger, your assessment, were those tracks real or phantoms, end quote. How do I answer that? I confirmed them as real. Based on data. Seismic events. Radar returns. It all pointed to real attack. I followed procedures. Made the call. I was wrong. Quote, Commander, based on radar track disappearance and lack of detonation, I assessed the returns were EMP-induced phantom signatures, not actual warheads. The seismic events may have been natural phenomena coincidentally timed with the EMP. I made an error in confirmation, end quote. She's nodding slowly. Quote, you followed procedures, Captain. The data was ambiguous. You made the call you thought was correct. That's all anyone can do in these circumstances, end quote. But that's not enough. Following procedures isn't enough. Making the call I thought was correct isn't enough. Not when the stakes are everything. How many people did I just kill? If our missiles launched? If they reached their targets? Moscow, St. Petersburg, every city in our war plan. How many millions did I just kill? With one wrong confirmation. One mistake. I'm sitting down. Floor. Can't stand anymore. Can't. The adrenaline is gone. The fear is gone. Just emptiness. Hollow. Rebecca is alive. That's all that matters, right? My daughter is alive. She's safe. I didn't kill her. Didn't kill Jennifer. Didn't kill anyone in Monument. In Colorado Springs. In Denver. But maybe I killed everyone in Russia. Everyone in their cities. Their towns. Their daughters. Their families. Did I? Do I even know? Maybe the missiles didn't launch. Maybe they failed. Maybe I didn't kill anyone. But I tried to. I confirmed an attack. Ordered retaliation. I tried to end the world. Over phantom radar returns. Lieutenant Foster is crouching next to me. Hand on my shoulder. Quote, Captain, you okay? End quote. No. I'm not okay. I'm never going to be okay. Even if the missiles didn't launch. Even if I didn't actually kill millions. I tried to. I was willing to. I confirmed attack knowing what it meant. Knowing we'd retaliate. Knowing millions would die. I did that. Me. Captain Luke Granger. Father. Military officer. Person. I did that. Quote, I'm fine, Lieutenant, end quote. He's not buying it. Nobody would. But he nods anyway. Leaves me alone. Commander Hastings is organizing. Restoration priorities. Communications first. Need to know what happened outside. What's still happening. Whether our forces launched. Whether we're still at war. Whether there's still a world left. I'm supposed to help. Supposed to return to duty. Supposed to be professional. I'm staring at my hands. They're steady. Not shaking. Why aren't they shaking? Why am I calm? I should be. Should be something. Anything. Rebecca is alive. That's the only thing I can think. Only thing that matters. She's alive. She's at school. She's safe. She's wondering where I am. Why I'm late. 3:30. Debate club. I'm always on time. I'm late today. I'm not coming. Not today. Not tomorrow. Maybe not for weeks. Lockdown. Can't leave. Protocol. She's going to be so scared. 14 years old. The EMP. The power outages. The emergency broadcasts. She's going to know something terrible happened. Something terrible is happening. Is there a phone? Anything that works? Anything that survived? I need to call her. Need to tell her I'm okay. Tell her she's okay. Tell her. Tell her what? Tell her Daddy made a mistake. Daddy thought the world was ending. Daddy tried to end it for everyone else just in case. No. Can't tell her that. The backup communication system. The one I was working on. There's a hardened line. Old copper wire. Direct connection to Peterson Air Force Base. Maybe that survived. Worth trying. I'm at the terminal. Checking. The line shows. It shows connected. Picking up the handset. Tone. Dial tone. It works. Something works. I'm dialing. Peterson Air Force Base. Emergency line. Ringing. Someone answers. Quote, Peterson EOC, Sergeant Williams, end quote. Quote, this is Captain Granger, NORAD. I need verification of status. Did any ICBM launches occur in the past hour? End quote. Pause. Sounds of papers. Conversation in background. Quote, affirmative, Captain. We detected multiple launch signatures from Wyoming and Montana missile fields approximately 42 minutes ago. Unable to confirm impact or target status. All communication with Stratcom is down, end quote. They launched. Our missiles launched. The rumble I felt. That was real. The ICBMs fired. They're gone. They're in the air. There. They've already hit. 42 minutes ago. 30-minute flight time. They hit 12 minutes ago. Moscow. St. Petersburg. Every target. Everyone. Dead. Because I confirmed Phantom missiles is real. Quote, Sergeant, do you have any confirmation of detonations? Any seismic activity consistent with nuclear strikes? End quote. More pause. Quote, negative, Captain. We're not detecting any detonations, but our seismic network is degraded. EMP damage. We might not be seeing them, or end quote. He trails off. Or they didn't reach their targets. Or Russian defenses stopped them. Or something went wrong. Or maybe their seismic network is fine, and there were no detonations because what? Because the missiles malfunctioned. All of them. Dozens of ICBMs all failing simultaneously. Not likely. Not possible really. Which means they hit. They detonated. Million dead. And Peterson just can't detect it through their damaged systems. I'm thanking Sergeant Williams. Hanging up. The handset feels heavy. Cold. Commander Hastings is next to me. Quote, Captain, what did Peterson report? End quote. I'm telling her. Launches confirmed. Impacts unknown. Seismic network degraded. We don't know what happened. Don't know if our weapons reached their targets. Don't know if millions are dead or if somehow they all missed. She's nodding. Face grim. Quote, Captain, I need you to continue working on communications restoration. We need to know what's happening outside this mountain. We need to establish contact with National Command Authority. End quote. National Command Authority. The President. The chain of command. Are they alive? Are they dead? Did we kill them with our own EMP? Did their EMP kill them? Are they in bunkers? Are they trying to reach us? I'm returning to the communication station. Working. Checking systems. Trying to find anything that works. Anything that connects us to the outside world. Hours pass. I think. Hard to tell. No clocks. Just red emergency lighting. People moving. Working. Trying to restore order to chaos. Lieutenant Yamada gets something. Quote, Commander, I have a signal. It's faint, but it's there. Someone's broadcasting on emergency frequency, end quote. We're gathering around her station. The old radio receiver. Vacuum tubes glowing. Static. Then, a voice. Male. Strained. Quote, this is Colonel Reynolds, Strategic Command, broadcasting on emergency frequency 7.2 MHz. Seeking any NORAD contact, please respond, end quote. Stratcom. Colonel Reynolds. I don't know him. But Stratcom is alive. Someone survived. Commander Hastings is on the microphone. Quote, Colonel Reynolds, this is Commander Hastings, NORAD Cheyenne Mountain. We read you, what is your status? End quote. Static. Long pause. Then Reynolds again. Quote, Commander, I'm at Offutt Air Force Base, Nebraska. We survived the EMP, hardened systems held, but we have lost contact with most of our force structure. I need verification from you. Did NORAD detect inbound missiles? Did we launch retaliatory strike? End quote. Did we? That's the question. Did we? I did. I confirmed. I recommended. But did we actually do it? Commander Hastings is looking at me, waiting. She's not going to answer without confirmation, without me telling her what to say. I'm keying the microphone. Quote, Colonel Reynolds, Captain Granger, NORAD missile warning. We detected multiple inbound tracks on radar following EMP event. I confirmed them as authentic SLBM launches based on correlation with seismic data. Commander Hastings ordered retaliatory strike. Peterson confirms multiple ICBM launches from Wyoming and Montana fields. End quote. Silence. 5 seconds. 10. Then Reynolds. Voice different. Hollow. Quote, Copy, Captain, we launched. I need you to understand something. Our strategic forces, most of them didn't receive valid launch authorization. The EMP damaged authentication systems. But Wyoming and Montana, they had valid codes. They launched on authenticated orders. Approximately 60 Minuteman III missiles, 180 warheads total, end quote. 180 warheads, 50 kilotons to 300 kilotons each, hitting Russian targets, cities, buses, infrastructure. How many dead? How many millions? Reynolds continues. Quote, We have reports from surviving radar systems. Russian early warning detected our launch. They have retaliated, full strategic strike. We are detecting multiple inbound tracks now, real tracks this time, confirmed through multiple sources. They are coming, impact on Conus in approximately 12 minutes, end quote. Real tracks this time, real missiles, real warheads, coming for us. Because we launched first. Because I confirmed Phantom missiles. Because I made the wrong call. This is it. This is the end. Commander Hastings is gripping the console. Knuckles white. Quote, Colonel, do you have any contact with National Command Authority, any guidance from the President, end quote. Quote, Negative, Commander. We believe Washington, D.C. took a direct hit approximately 6 minutes ago. Ground burst, Capitol building, White House, Pentagon, all gone. We have no contact with anyone in the chain of command above me. I am senior surviving officer in Strackham, as far as I know, end quote. The President is dead. The government is dead. Washington is gone. 6 minutes ago. While we were trying to restore communications. While I was sitting here feeling sorry for myself. 3 million people in DC metro area. Gone. In one flash. One fireball. And that's just the first. Reynolds said multiple inbound. How many? How many cities? How many people? Quote, Colonel Reynolds, how many inbound tracks are you detecting? End quote. My voice sounds calm. Professional. Years of training. Autopilot. Quote, Captain, we're tracking over 200 warheads, full counterforce and countervalue strike, every major city, every military installation, every piece of critical infrastructure. They are killing America, and we started it, end quote. We started it. I started it. Me. Captain Luke Granger. I confirmed Phantom missiles. We launched first. Russia retaliated. This is my fault. 200 warheads. 50 kilotons to 300 kilotons to 1 megaton. Maybe more. Every city. New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Boston, Philadelphia, Seattle, San Francisco, Houston. All of them. Gone. Soon. Minutes. Denver. Is Denver on the target list? Of course it is. Major city. Strategic value. Transportation hub. They're hitting it. They're hitting everything. Jennifer. Downtown. 16th Street. Minutes away from vaporization. From nothing. Does she know? Did she have warning? Did she try to reach Rebecca? Rebecca. Monument. Palmer Ridge. 14 miles from Cheyenne Mountain. We're being targeted. Of course we are. Primary target. NORAD. The command center. The mountain. They'll hit us. They'll hit Colorado Springs. Peterson Air Force Base. Schriever. Fort Carson. All the military installations. Saturation targeting. Make sure we're dead. Multiple warheads. The fallout. 14 miles. Rebecca is 14 miles. The fallout will kill her. Even if the blasts don't reach. Even if she survives the initial strikes. The fallout. Radiation. Black rain. Settling over Monument. Over the school. Over my daughter. She's going to die. Because I made the wrong call. Because I confirmed phantoms as real. Because I started World War III. I'm standing. Moving to Commander Hastings. Quote, Commander, I need to leave. I need to reach my daughter. She's in Monument. She's going to be in the fallout zone. I need to, end quote. She's shaking her head. Quote, Captain, we are on full lockdown. Nobody leaves this mountain. Those are the protocols. You know that, end quote. Protocols? Screw the protocols. My daughter is 14 miles away. She's going to die. Minutes. She has minutes. Unless someone. Quote, Commander, please, she's my daughter. She's 14 years old. I have to, end quote. Quote, Captain, you have your duty. We all have people out there. We all have families, but we have our duty. NORAD must survive. Our mission must continue. You stay at your post. That is an order, end quote. An order. She's ordering me to stay while my daughter dies. The choice I wouldn't make before. Duty versus Rebecca. I chose duty then. When I thought I was preventing attack, saving lives, making the right call. Now I know. I killed everyone anyway. My duty, my oath, my choice. It killed everyone. Rebecca's dying anyway. Jennifer's dying anyway. Everyone's dying. So what's the point? What's the point of duty? Of staying at my post? Of following orders? When the world is ending? When my daughter has minutes left? I'm moving toward the door. The blast door. The exit. Lieutenant Foster steps in front of me. Quote, Captain, you heard the commander. We're on lockdown. You can't leave, end quote. I'm bigger than Foster. Stronger. I can move him. I can get to the door. Get outside. Get to my car. 14 miles. Drive fast. Maybe I can reach her. Maybe I can get her to shelter. Real shelter. Somewhere. Anywhere better than the school. 10 minutes. Reynolds said 12 minutes. Maybe 2 minutes passed. 10 minutes left. 14 miles. Fast driving. Empty roads maybe. Everyone fleeing. Or gridlock. Like before. During the phantom attack. Cars abandoned. People running. Can't drive. Have to run. 14 miles. Can't run that far in 10 minutes. Impossible. Physically impossible. I can't reach her. Even if I leave. Even if I abandon my post. Break lockdown. Violate orders. I can't reach her in time. She's going to die and I can't stop it. I'm on the floor again. Don't remember sitting. Legs just gave out. Foster is talking to me. Can't hear him. Ringing in my ears. Heartbeat. Too loud. Too fast. Rebecca. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This is my fault. I did this. I made the wrong call. I started this. I killed you. I killed everyone. Commander Hastings is making announcements. Quote, all personnel, impact in approximately 9 minutes. We will survive the strikes. This facility is designed to withstand direct hits, but we need to secure all stations, follow all procedures. We will survive this, end quote. We'll survive. The mountain will survive. 2,000 feet of granite. Hardened blast doors. We'll survive. And everyone outside dies. Rebecca dies. Jennifer dies. Millions die. And we survive. In here. In this tomb. This monument to failed deterrence. Failed strategy. Failed everything. Reynolds is still on the radio, coordinating with other surviving bases, trying to establish what's left. Who's left? Trying to maintain some kind of command structure. For what? For the rubble. For the ashes. 8 minutes. Someone announces it. 8 minutes. I'm thinking about the first time I held Rebecca. Hospital. 14 years ago. Tiny. Fragile. Perfect. Jennifer exhausted but smiling. Happy family. We were happy then. I'm thinking about teaching her to ride a bike. 7 years old. Training wheels off. She was scared. I ran beside her, holding the seat, promising I wouldn't let go, then letting go anyway, the way parents do. She rode. She was flying. She turned around. So I wasn't holding anymore. Wobbled. Fell. Scraped knee. Cried. But she got back on. Tried again. Rode all the way down the block. No hands on the bike. Just her. Independent. Proud. I'm thinking about the divorce. Her face. Confused. Hurt. Asking why. Why are mommy and daddy splitting up? What did I do wrong? Nothing, baby. Nothing. You did nothing. This is grown-up stuff. You didn't do anything wrong. But she thought she did. Kids always think it's their fault. Even when you tell them it's not. Even when you explain. They think, if I'd been better, if I'd been different, maybe. I'm thinking about last week. Wednesday night. My custody week. We ordered pizza. Hawaiian. Her favorite. I hate pineapple on pizza, but she loves it. We watched some show. Something with singing. Competition. I wasn't really watching. Working on my laptop. Duty schedule. Reports. She asked me to watch with her. Really watch. Not just be in the room. I said sure. In a minute. Just need to finish this. One more thing. I never finished. Never really watched. She fell asleep on the couch. I carried her to bed. Tucked her in. Kissed her forehead. Went back to my work. That's what I chose. Work over time with her. Duty over daughter. Over and over. Every day. Every week. Always one more report. One more briefing. One more thing. And now she's dying. And I'm here. And I never really watched her show. Never really paid attention. Was always somewhere else. Always thinking about something else. 6 minutes. The radio. Reynolds. Quote, all stations be advised, we are detecting detonations over East Coast. New York has been hit. Boston confirmed. Philadelphia confirmed. Washington already struck. Casualty estimates, end quote. His voice breaks. Quote, casualty estimates are God, tens of millions in the first strikes alone, end quote. Tens of millions. Already. And more coming. West Coast. Midwest. South. Every city. Every target. Every person who didn't do anything. Who didn't confirm phantom missiles. Who didn't start this. I did this. Me. Lieutenant Yamada is crying. Quiet. Tears running down her face. She has family in Los Angeles. She told me once. Her parents. Her sister. 3 nieces. Little girls. Under 10. Los Angeles is a target. Primary target. Multiple warheads probably. Saturation strike. They're gone. Her family. Those little girls. Gone. Because I made the wrong call. Foster is praying. I can see his lips moving. Catholic, I think. He mentioned it once. Grew up in Boston. Catholic family. Large family. Brothers. Sisters. Nieces. Nephews. All in Boston. Boston confirmed hit. Reynolds said it. Confirmed. They're gone. Foster's family. Everyone he grew up with. Everyone he loved. Gone. Because I made the wrong call. How many others? How many people in this mountain? How many have families outside? In cities? In target zones? How many lost everyone? Because I confirmed phantoms is real. 5 minutes. Commander Hastings is at her station. Gripping the console. Staring at the status boards. The old manual displays. Someone still updating them. Marking hits. Marking losses. Marking the death of civilization. Does she have family outside? I don't know. Never asked. Never thought to. She's always just been. Commander. Authority figure. Not a person with people. With loved ones. With life outside this mountain. Maybe she's lucky. Maybe she doesn't have anyone. Maybe it's easier. Watching the world die. If you have no one in it. But that's not right. That's not better. Having no one. That's its own kind of death. Living through this. Surviving. With no one left to survive for. Rebecca is my someone. My reason. My everything. And I killed her. I killed my reason for surviving. For minutes. I'm thinking about what happens after. After the impacts. After the blasts. After the initial deaths. The millions dead in seconds. Then the fires. Urban firestorms. Cities burning. Everything combustible igniting. Creating their own weather. Sucking in oxygen. Feeding the flames. Burning hotter. Faster. Consuming everything. Everyone who survived the initial blast. Everyone in shelters. Everyone trying to escape. Suffocating. Burning. Dying slower. Dying harder. Then the fallout. Black rain. Radioactive particles. Settling over everything. Making the ground toxic. The water toxic. The air toxic. Radiation sickness. Hours. Days. Weeks. Skin peeling. Hair falling out. Bleeding internally. Slowly dying. Slowly understanding you're going to die. Nothing to be done. Just waiting. Then starvation. Infrastructure gone. Supply chains broken. No food. No medicine. No clean water. Survivors fighting over scraps. Killing for cans of food. for bottles of water, for any chance, any hope. Then nuclear winter, smoke from the fires, millions of tons, millions of megatons, rising into the stratosphere, blocking the sun, temperatures dropping, crops failing, growing season ending, forever maybe, photosynthesis stopping, plants dying, animals dying, everyone dying, slowly freezing and starving in the dark. That's what I did. That's what my wrong call, my confirmation, my mistake. That's what it means. 3 minutes. The mountain shakes. Distant. Deep. That's not. That's too soon. That's not the strike on us. That's something else. Reynolds on the radio. Quote, Denver has been hit. Ground burst. City center. 300 kilotons. Casualties. End quote. He doesn't finish. Doesn't need to. Denver. Jennifer. She was. She's gone. Vaporized. 1 second existing. Next second. Nothing. Atoms. Less than atoms. Rebecca's mother is dead. My ex-wife. Person I loved once. Person I made a life with. Person who gave me Rebecca. Dead. Gone. In one flash. Rebecca doesn't know yet. She's at school. 14 miles from here. She doesn't know her mother just died. She's going to. In 3 minutes. In 2 minutes. When the warhead hits here. When Cheyenne Mountain gets struck. She's going to die not knowing her mother is already dead. Or maybe that's better. Not knowing. Not having time to grieve. Not having time to understand. Just existing 1 second. Burning the next. Is that better? I don't know. 2 minutes. I'm recording this. Still recording. Voice-activated tape. Old system. Analog. Hardened. It'll survive. The mountain will survive. The tape will survive. Someone. Someday. Maybe. Might find this. Might listen. Might understand what happened here. What I did here. I need them to know. I need someone to know. Captain Luke Granger. NORAD. October 26th. I confirmed Phantom radar returns as real missile launches. I recommended retaliation. I started World War III. I killed my daughter. I killed everyone. That's what needs to be on the record. That's what history needs to remember. If there is history, if anyone survives to remember. 1 minute. The command center is quiet. No one's working anymore. No one's pretending. Just waiting, staring, breathing, existing. For 1 more minute. Then what? We survive. We're inside the mountain. Hardened. Protected. The blast hits. The fireball. The radiation. The mountain holds. We survive. And Rebecca dies. And everyone dies. And we survive. In here. In this tomb. For what? To rebuild. To start over. To try again. Try what? Try civilization. Try humanity. Try all the things that led to this. Led to me making the wrong call. Led to nuclear war. Led to the death of everything. Why? Why try? Why survive? What's the point? 30 seconds. I'm thinking about Rebecca's smile. The way she laughs. Real laugh. Not polite laugh. Real joy. Throwing her head back. Eyes closed. Completely happy. Completely in the moment. I'm thinking about the last time I saw her. This morning. Dropping her off. School. 7:15. She had her backpack. Debate team folder. Math test she was worried about. I told her she'd do fine. I said see you at 3:30. She said okay dad. She kissed my cheek. Dinea kish. Quick. Embarrassed. But she did it. She still kissed me goodbye. That's the last. That's the last time. Last kiss. Last words. Okay dad. That's how we end. Okay dad. I am sorry Rebecca. I'm so sorry. I love you. I should have said it this morning. Should have said it every morning. Every time. Every moment. I love you. I love you. I love you. 10 seconds. I'm closing my eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The mountain shakes. Not shakes. Convulses. Earthquake. Massive. Overwhelming. The floor. The walls. Everything moving. Violent. Primal. The sound. Not sound. Beyond sound. Sensation. Pressure. The air itself screaming. Roaring. Every frequency. Every volume. Deafening. Painful. The lights flicker. Red emergency lights. Dying. Coming back. Dying. Everything electrical. Surging. Failing. Backup systems. Emergency systems. All stressed beyond design. 30 seconds. 40 seconds. The shaking continues. Dust falling from ceiling. Concrete cracking. 2,000 feet of granite absorbing. Distributing. Surviving. We're surviving. 1 minute. The shaking subsides. Lessens. Still trembling. Still moving. But less. Manageable. The lights stabilize. Red emergency glow. Consistent. The air clears slowly. Dust settling. Silence. Relative silence. Alarms. Somewhere. Distant. But compared to that. To the roar. Silence. Commander Hastings. Voice hoarse. Quote, damage report. All stations report. End quote. Stations responding. One by one. Communications intact. Life support functional. Blast doors holding. Structure stable. Minor damage. Stress fractures. But intact. Surviving. We survived. The mountain survived. Direct hit. Maybe multiple hits. And we're alive. And everyone else is dead. Rebecca is dead. Jennifer is dead. Millions. Hundreds of millions. Dead. And I'm alive. That's not right. That's not fair. I should be. I'm the one who did this. Who started this. I should be dead. Not them. Not Rebecca. Not everyone. Me. It should be me. The radio. Reynolds. Static. Weak. Quote, NORAD, this is Stratcom, do you copy? End quote. Commander Hastings responding. Quote, Stratcom, we copy. Cheyenne Mountain has survived the strike. Facility is intact. We are operational. End quote. Operational. We're operational. We can keep fighting. Keep coordinating. Keep what? There's nothing left to fight for. Nothing left to coordinate. Nothing left. Reynolds. Quote, NORAD, we are detecting secondary strikes, East Coast, West Coast, follow-on attacks, casualties are, we estimate, end quote. Long pause. Quote, we estimate total CONUS casualties over 200 million, civilian and military. That's current dead, not including injuries, radiation exposure, secondary effects, end quote. 200 million. Out of 330 million. Two-thirds of America. Dead. In 1 hour. One attack. One retaliation. One wrong call. Quote, Colonel, what about survivors, civilians? What about rescue operations, medical response? End quote. I have to ask. Quote, Captain, there are no rescue operations. There is no medical response. Infrastructure is gone. Communications are gone. Government is gone. Every major city has been hit, multiple times in most cases. Survivors are on their own. We can't help them. We can't even reach them. End quote. Can't help them. Can't reach them. They're alone. Everyone who survived. Everyone in suburbs. Small towns. Rural areas. Away from strikes. They survived. But there's no help coming. No government. No organization. No nothing. Rebecca. If she somehow. If the blast. If she was inside. If she survived. She's alone. No help. No rescue. No father coming to save her. I can leave now. The lockdown. It's pointless now. The strike's already happened. Rebecca's dead or she's alive. Either way. I can leave. I can go find her. Find out. I'm standing. Moving to Commander Hastings. Quote, Commander, I'm leaving. I'm gonna find my daughter. You can court-martial me if anyone's left to court-martial anyone, but I'm going, end quote. She's looking at me. Eyes. Tired. So tired. Quote, Captain, if you leave this mountain, you'll die. Radiation levels outside are, end quote. Quote, I don't care. My daughter is out there. If she's alive, she needs me. If she's dead, I need to know. I'm going, end quote. She's nodding. Slow. Resigned. Quote, take a radiation suit. Take supplies. Good luck, Captain. I'm sorry about your daughter, about everything, end quote. I'm sorry too. Sorry doesn't cover it. Doesn't fix it. Doesn't bring anyone back. But it's all we have left. Supply room. Radiation suit. Heavy. Cumbersome. Full body protection. Filtered air. Geiger counter. Emergency supplies. Water. Rations. Medical kit. The blast door. Inner door. Outer door. Airlock sequence. The doors open. Slowly. Massive steel. Hydraulics. Outside. The tunnel. Leading out of the mountain. Lit by emergency lights. Some working. Some dead. Flickering. I'm walking. Footsteps echoing. Breathing loud in the suit helmet. Geiger counter. Clicking. Steady rhythm. Background radiation. Higher than normal but manageable. The mountain shields most of it. The outer entrance. The final door. Beyond that. Outside. The world. What's left of it? The door opens. Light. Daylight. Gray. Hazy. Filtered through. Through something. Smoke. Dust. Particles. Nuclear winter beginning. I'm stepping outside. Into the after. The parking lot is gone. Crater. Massive crater. Where the parking lot was. Where my car was. Vaporized. The blast. Direct hit. Or near enough. The mountain absorbed it. Survived. But everything around it. Everything on the surface. Gone. The sky. Orange. Red. Black. Colors that shouldn't exist together. Mushroom clouds. Multiple. Distant. Near. Everywhere. Horizon filled with them. Rising. Spreading. Merging. The air. Even through the suit. Through the filters. Acrid. Burning. Chemical. Wrong. The air smells wrong. Tastes wrong. Feels wrong. The Geiger counter. Clicking faster. Much faster. Radiation levels. Climbing. 500 Roentgen per hour. 600. 700. Lethal. Quickly lethal. Hours. Maybe. In this. The suit helps. Filters. Shields. But not enough. Not long enough. I'm walking. Down the mountain. The road is damaged. Buckled. Cracked. Blast effects. Heat effects. But passable. On foot. No cars. No people. No anything alive. Just destruction. Burning. Smoke. Ruins. Colorado Springs. Below. The city. I can see it. From the mountain. I can see what used to be Colorado Springs. Gone. The city is gone. Fires. Everywhere. Buildings collapsed. Melted. Some are just holes. Where buildings were. Now holes. Craters. Multiple strikes. They didn't just hit it. They obliterated it. The Geiger counter. Screaming now. 1,000 Roentgen. 1,500. 2,000. Lethal. Absolutely lethal. Minutes now. Not hours. Minutes. Monument. North. 14 miles north. Through this. Through the fallout. Through the radiation. Through hell. I'm walking. One foot. Then the other. Simple. Mechanical. Don't think. Just walk. Toward Rebecca. Toward hope maybe. Toward closure. Toward anything. The road. Interstate 25. Heading north. Cars. Abandoned. Hundreds of them. Thousands. Gridlock. People fled. Or tried to. Didn't make it. Some cars. Burned. Melted. People inside. Still inside. Charred. Unrecognizable. I'm not looking. Can't look. Keep walking. Keep moving. North. Toward Monument. Toward Rebecca. The radiation suit. Alarms. Blaring. Exposure limits exceeded. Recommended return to shelter. Radiation levels critical. I'm ignoring it. Can't return. Only forward. Only to Rebecca. How long? How long have I been walking? Minutes. Hours. Can't tell. Time. Doesn't mean anything now. Just. Distance. 14 miles. Have to cover 14 miles. The Geiger counter. Maxed out. Off scale. Beyond measurement. Just. Screaming. Continuous shriek. Too much radiation. Too much. Everything is poison. Is death. I'm feeling it. The radiation. Even through the suit. Nausea. Dizziness. Weakness. Acute radiation syndrome. Beginning. Fust. Too much exposure. Too high dose. Keep walking. Don't stop. Don't think about it. Just. Rebecca. Get to Rebecca. Monument. I'm seeing something. Ahead. Through the haze. Through the smoke. Buildings. Standing. Some standing. Monument. Has to be. Closer. Walking closer. The town. Damaged. Blast effects. Windows shattered. Walls cracked. Fires. But not obliterated. Not like Colorado Springs. Far enough. 14 miles was far enough. Sort of. The school. Palmer Ridge. I'm finding it. Know the route. Been there. 100 times. Dropping off. Picking up. I know the way. There. The building. Still standing. Mostly. Roof damaged. Windows gone. But standing. Structure intact. She might. She could. Maybe. I'm running. Stumbling. Radiation suit. Heavy. Awkward. But running. To the school. To the entrance. The doors. Blown open. Hanging. Twisted metal. Inside. Hallways. Dark. Emergency lights. Dead. Natural light. Through missing windows. Through holes in ceiling. Quote, Rebecca, Rebecca, are you here? End quote. Shouting. Voice. Hoarse. Throat. Raw. Radiation damage. Already. Or smoke. Or both. No answer. Empty. The school is empty. Everyone. Gone. Evacuated. Or dead. Or somewhere else. The basement. The shelter. Where she should be. Where they should have gone. I'm finding the stairs. Going down. Into darkness. Using flashlight. Emergency kit. The basement. Cold. Damp. Full. Full of people. Bodies. People. Sitting. Lying. Not moving. Dead. They're dead. All of them. Radiation. Sickness. Exposure. The basement didn't protect them enough. Protection factor 5. Not enough. They died here. Sheltering. Following protocols. And died anyway. I'm looking. Checking. Faces. Hard to see. Flashlight. Shadows. But looking. 4 red hair. 4 Rebecca. There. Corner. Group of teenagers. Sitting together. Holding hands. They died. Holding hands. Facing it together. Red hair. One has red hair. I'm moving. Closer. Kneeling. Beside her. Turning. Her face. Toward the light. It's not her. Not Rebecca. Different girl. Younger. Blonde actually. Light playing tricks. Not her. I am searching. Every face. Every person. Teenagers. Adults. Teachers maybe. Not her. Not Rebecca. She's not here. She's not in the basement. She's somewhere else. Has to be. Outside. Back outside. Into the radiation. Into the poison. Looking. Searching. Where? Where would she go? What would she do? Home. My house. Would she try to go home? To our house. To safety. To me. The house. 3 miles. From the school. Residential area. I'm running. Or trying to. Legs weak. Stumbling. Falling. Getting up. Keep moving. 3 miles. Have to find her. The neighborhood. Destroyed. Not obliterated. But damaged. Houses collapsed. Fires. Some houses. Just gone. Holes. Where they were. Secondary strikes maybe. Or I don't know. My house. There. Standing. Mostly. Roof gone. Walls cracked. But recognizable. Still there. Quote, Rebecca, are you here? Daddy's here. Rebecca, please. End quote. Shouting. Begging. Voice. Almost gone. Throat. Bleeding. Internal. Radiation. No answer. The house. Empty. She's not here. Where is she? Where would she go? Think like her. Scared. Alone. Power out. Emergency. Nuclear war. Where? Her mother. Jennifer. Would she try to reach her mother? Downtown Denver. 40 miles. No. Too far. Too dangerous. Even before the strike. She wouldn't. She's smart. She'd know. Unless she didn't know. Didn't know Denver was targeted. Didn't know. Didn't understand. She might have tried to reach her mother. To safety with mom. No. Can't think that. Can't accept she's on the road to Denver. In the worst zone. The epicenter. She's not. She can't be. Where else? Friends. Does she have friends in Monument? Close friends, where they'd shelter together. Amanda, her friend Amanda. Lives 2 blocks from here. She mentioned Amanda's basement. They hang out, watch movies. Maybe she went there. I'm moving. 2 blocks. Running. Falling. Getting up. Geiger counter still screaming. Radiation suit. Failing. Seals degrading. Exposure. Massive exposure. Hours now. Since I left the mountain. Lethal dose. Multiple lethal doses. I'm dead. Already dead. Just haven't stopped moving yet. Amanda's house. There. Collapsed. Completely collapsed. Direct hit. Or near enough. The house is rubble. Concrete. Wood. Metal. All mixed together. Crushed. If Rebecca was here. If she came here. She's under that. Dead. Buried. Gone. I'm digging. Hands. Suit gloves. Pulling debris. Moving rubble. Searching. For anything. Anyone. Nothing. No one. Just destruction. Just my daughter might be under here and I can't reach her. Can't save her. Can't even find her body. I'm collapsing. Sitting. In the rubble. In the radiation. In the end of everything. She's gone. Rebecca's gone. Dead. Has to be. The school basement. Full of bodies. Amanda's house. Collapsed. My house. Empty. Denver. Jennifer. Gone. Everyone's gone. And I'm alive. Still alive. For minutes maybe. Hours at most. Radiation sickness. Terminal. But alive. Right now. Alive. For nothing. Survived for nothing. Everyone I love. Dead. Everyone in America. Dead or dying. Everyone in Russia. Dead. Because I confirmed phantom missiles. Because I made the wrong call. The Geiger counter stopped screaming. Battery dead. Or circuits fried. Doesn't matter. Don't need it. Everything is radioactive. Everything is death. Don't need instrument to tell me that. I'm taking off the helmet. The radiation suit helmet. Breathing. Real air. Poisoned air. Radioactive air. But real. Not filtered. Not artificial. Real. It burns. My lungs. My throat. Chemical. Radioactive. Burning tissue. Killing me. Faster now. Minutes now. But I want to feel it. Want to die in the real world. Not in a suit. In a bubble. The sky. Orange. Red. Black. Clouds. Mushroom clouds. Dozens. Hundreds maybe. Covering the horizon. Covering everything. Nuclear winter. Beginning. The sun. Barely visible. Dim filtered. Dying. This is what I did. This sky. These clouds. This death. This is my doing. My confirmation. My mistake. My legacy. Captain Luke Granger. NORAD. I ended the world. I killed my daughter. I killed everyone. That's what I'll be remembered for. If anyone remembers. If there's anyone left to remember. I'm lying down. In the rubble. In Amanda's collapsed house. Where my daughter might be buried. I'm lying. Next to where she might be. Can't dig anymore. Can't move anymore. Radiation. Sickness. Terminal stage. Rapidon sit. Too much exposure. Too fast. My skin. Burning. Itching. Peeling. Hair. Falling out. Can feel it. Coming out in clumps. Internal bleeding. Taste blood. Constant. Mouth. Nose. Lungs. Bleeding internally. Dying. Cellular death. DNA shattered. Radiation did that. Destroyed. Everything. On cellular level. Hours. Maybe a day. That's all I have left. Then I join Rebecca. Join Jennifer. Join everyone. Is that better? Dying. Joining them. Or surviving. Living with what I did. With the knowledge. The guilt. The horror. I don't know. Can't think anymore. Brain. Fogging. Confusion. Radiation. affecting mental function, can't form thoughts, can't process. Rebecca, I'm sorry, so sorry, love you so much, should have told you, this morning, every moment, love you, Jennifer, I'm sorry, we didn't work, but you gave me, Rebecca, you were good mother, good person, sorry, everyone I killed, sorry, so sorry, didn't mean to, wrong, call, wrong everything, sorry, can't breathe, lungs, failing, filling, blood, fluid, radiation, pneumonitis, drowning, on my own, blood, dark, getting, dark, not night, eyes, failing, brain, shutting, down, dying, finally, dying, Rebecca, I am coming, wait, for me, I love you, end of recording. Voice-activated tape system detected no further speech for 60 seconds and automatically terminated recording. Captain Luke Granger, NORAD, Cheyenne Mountain Complex, died October 26, 2025, approximately 1800 hours local time, in Monument, Colorado. Cause of death: acute radiation syndrome following exposure to lethal doses of ionizing radiation while searching for his daughter Rebecca, age 14, after nuclear exchange. Rebecca Granger's body was never recovered. Her status remains officially listed as presumed casualty unconfirmed. Jennifer Granger was confirmed killed in the Denver strike at approximately 1,523 hours local time. Total confirmed U.S. casualties from the nuclear exchange: 287 million dead within the first 72 hours, with an additional 31 million dying from injuries, radiation exposure, and secondary effects within the following month. The nuclear exchange was later determined to have been triggered by electromagnetic pulse-induced phantom radar returns misidentified as authentic missile launches. The seismic events that Captain Granger used to confirm the attack were subsequently identified as natural tectonic activity in the Barents Sea, coincidentally occurring 4 minutes before the phantom radar detections. No actual missiles were inbound at the time Captain Granger made his confirmation recommendation. The war that killed 287 million Americans and an estimated 340 million Russians was initiated over sensor errors and equipment malfunction. This recording was recovered from Cheyenne Mountain Complex during salvage operations in 2027. It remains the most complete first-person account of the decision-making process that led to the nuclear exchange of October 26, 2025. Captain Granger's final words, spoken into failing recording equipment while dying of radiation exposure in the ruins of Monument, Colorado, were, "I love you." The recording has been archived as Historical Document 2025, NORAD October 26, Granger for preservation and study. May it serve as testament to the human cost of technological failure, the tragedy of impossible choices made under extreme pressure, and the love of a father who died searching for his daughter in the ashes of the world he accidentally helped destroy.